School's almost back, starting here, and that means sports is going to be kicking off. So I was going to go over some of the common sports injuries that we see and can help you out with here in our office. So just starting with the hand here, we'll see with football and volleyball, a lot of sprained wrists or jammed up fingers, and I was just going to show some of the things we can do to help with that. So the main thing we want to do is do a good exam, make sure nothing's broken, but if it's more of a sprain or a strain or something's just kind of inflamed, we can definitely treat that here. So the first thing we want to do with the hand is just make sure all the joints are loosened up in the hand and wrist. Do some gentle chiropractic adjusting, make sure that's loosened up and moving well. And then if you do come in with like a sprain, any inflammation, probably our number one treatment that we're going to do is our laser therapy. This helps calm the inflammation down, reduce swelling, and just help the body heal up faster to get you back on the court. Another common injury we see is with the elbows. A lot of with tennis or golf players, we're going to see some of the pain on the inside or outside of the elbow. So what we want to do is make sure the joint's moving well here. With a chiropractic adjustment, just do some real gentle adjusting, make sure that joint has good movement. The other thing we'll do, again, is if there's any inflammation where those muscles attached on the inside or the outside of the elbow, is hit it with the laser. This will help decrease inflammation and then help that soft tissue heal up faster, especially if you have a sprain or a strain. Just to help that heal up faster so you're able to get back onto the field there. All right, with shoulder injuries, we want to make sure there's no major tears or complications with that, but after we get you cleared with that, there's a few things we can do to make sure the shoulder is moving and feeling its best. So we want to check with the joints first, make sure the joints are gliding and moving properly. A common injury, especially with football season here, is that AC joint, that where the collarbone attaches to the shoulder there. So easy adjustment we can do to unlock this joint, or if it's jammed up here, is we'll have her put her hand on her hip, we'll have her relax the shoulder and just flick her elbow back against my hand here, give it a quick flick. Good. Sometimes you'll hear a little pop. That's just loosening up that joint, especially when it's taking a lot of stress during football season. So we'll make sure that the shoulder is moving good there, and then the glenohumeral joint is another one we'll check. Sometimes that can get a little bit jammed up, and we'll make sure this has good movement all around with the chiropractic adjustment. And once we get the joints moving well, if there is any inflammation or kind of tenderness with those muscles, we're going to hit it with the laser. Just do some gentle laser therapy, and this will help that heal up faster. If there's any swelling, it will help calm that down as well. So those are a couple ways we can help with shoulder pain or shoulder injuries here in our office. All right, with football season around the corner, another common injury we see is a lot of stress on the upper back and rib area, especially when you're doing a lot of collisions and jamming up that neck. So what we want to do is make sure the joints in the upper back are lined up and moving well, and then take the stress off the muscles there as well. So I'll show you one easy adjustment that will kind of unlock the upper back here. And then a lot of times we'll hit it with our laser therapy. Again, just make sure if those muscles are kind of inflamed, we'll hit this for about 5-10 minutes, get rid of that inflammation, and that'll help you heal and recover, get back on the field as fast as you can. Another common injury we see is the low back, whether it's football, volleyball, basketball, whatever sport you're playing, low back can take a lot of stress. So what we want to do is make sure the joints are lined up and moving well, take that stress off that low back, and that'll help everything move and feel its best. So one thing we want to check here, make sure the hips are lined up. She does have a couple little tight spots in the low back here, so we'll have her go on her side facing me this way. And bring this knee up here. And once we unlock this joint here, we should help relieve the pain and just help increase the healing process and get you back on the field here. As easy as that. All right, another common injury that we see is either a jammed up neck, a nerve getting pinched, especially with football practice and a lot of collisions with the head and neck. We want to make sure all the muscles are calmed down and the joints are moving properly. There's 7 different bones that make up the neck, so we want to check each one, make sure they're lined up and moving well, and sometimes we'll even do some decompression, make sure that tension's off the neck. That'll help decrease the pain and help you feel better overall. So we'll show how a couple spots are a little locked up here, so we'll show what a chiropractic adjustment looks for these here. Good. Good. So now that we have the joint unlocked there, we'll even use some laser therapy down the road too if those muscles are still inflamed or tight or sore, and that can help you move and feel better as well. All right, another common injury or complaint we see once the sports season kicks off is some foot pain, plantar fasciitis, some ankle sprains, all that kind of stuff. So step one, what we want to do is make sure that all the muscles and joints are loosened up and moving well. And there's 24 different bones that kind of make up the foot and ankle, so we want to do a good adjustment, make sure everything's moving here, especially that dorsiflexion when you're doing a lot of running. So one spot right here, we just kind of do a quick little adjustment, get that unlocked, help that move better. This will help with plantar fasciitis also, because if the ankle joint's locked up, it's going to put more stress on the bottom of the foot. And then a lot of times we'll hit it, especially with the ankle sprains, if you have any swelling, we're going to hit it with the laser, maybe 5-10 minutes each treatment, just help decrease the inflammation. And actually, that was one of the first ways I knew this laser was very effective, is had a patient come in with a big swollen ankle. After about 10-15 minutes of the laser treatment, shrunk the swelling in half, and just helps that decrease the healing time so you can get back onto the field. And this works great for plantar fasciitis also. If you have pain on the bottom of the foot or into the heel, we just laser it, helps calm down that inflammation, decrease the swelling, and helps you get back to running or whatever sport you need to do faster. So